All right, going through the Stargate once again. This is Brendan, aka Skull Babylon, doing a ParadigmShiftCentral.com admin video log, just updating you guys on some of the newest things that we got going on with the projects and personal stuff happening within my own synchrosphere, and being able to just put some ideas out there to be able to help and continue to encourage and inspire people to be able to get involved, to be able to change the world in practical and effective through practical and effective strategy where they are, by interacting with other people and by being able to continue to help assist in this awakening of consciousness that we are going through, all of us. And of course, for those of you who aren't familiar, long story short, ParadigmShiftCentral.com is a platform for us to host video and radio show content that we as a community create for the purpose of inspiration and education, and it is also a network of a bunch of awesome people and paradigm shift communities, physical communities across the world that are hosting regular open-minded discussion and meditation circles and other events, and engaging with their community through acts of shiftivism to be able to extend our branches, to reach out, connect with more people where we are, to be able to change other people's lives by simply being able to merge our circles together, Vesica Pisces style, to be able to birth new realities, and doing the little things that are making the big difference by helping, again, giving people that space for them to find themselves. So just in terms of what I want to be able to talk about in this video, I'll just tell you ahead of time. I'll just tell you a little bit of what's going on within my own reality. I want to be able to just tell you what I was up to the other day in terms of free hugs downtown. I want to be able to give you an idea for encouraging you to do your own shiftivism and unity outreach around the date of December 21st. Bring you up to some updates on the video inspiration station happening through the main website, Paradigm Shift radio stuff, Journey to Lucidity, new on DVD, special edition, and lastly, I will end by telling you about another movie idea that I have that I'm excited to share with you guys, and I'll be looking for some help from you guys to be able to make this one happen. And again, I'll explain once I get there. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. You'll like it. Some of you already know what I'm talking about. So anyways, just within my own personal reality, for myself right now, continuously for the last good couple months have been pretty transformational for me, really just stepping into more of who I am, reminding myself of my strength, and then, like, finding ways to be able to practice willpower, to be able to practice discipline, getting into more physical activity. The other day, earlier in the week on Monday, I got back into the gymnastics gym for the first time in a while, and that's like a really big part of my practice. Like, I do a lot of ninja training in there, jumping on balance beams, being able to bring meditation into my physical practice of doing stuff in the gym, like backflips into pits, and really just jumping ahead to the Paradigm Shift radio episode, actually taking what Kurt Hardesty was talking about a lot, and just really listening to my body, bringing more consciousness into my physical exercise. And then I did yoga last night, which was awesome, hot yoga, and tonight I have hockey, and yeah, just being able to, I'm really just, there's other stuff going on, and I don't need to tell you everything, but yeah, for me, I'm just really, this is a good time for me, and I want to be able to utilize this energy to be able to put it into this reality with intention, to be able to transform it. And that's what I'm doing here by simply talking to you guys. And shout out to my dogs, or barking at something, I don't know. But what I am going to mention in terms of also stuff that I was up to be able to encourage, sorry, I'll just have to close the door. Down. Quiet. Anyways, okay, so yesterday I was downtown London, Ontario, Canada is where I am with Paradigm Shift London, Ontario, and I did free hugs right downtown at the corner of Richmond and Dundas yesterday. It was freezing cold. I went for about as long as I could, to the point where my hands were just too cold, and then I came in, met about probably like 7 or 8 people within a half-hour period, which is good, which is totally worth it. And again, the way how we do it, just really simple explanation for those of you who aren't familiar. We have these awesome things called shift buttons, consciousness shifting buttons. There's a whole bunch of them through the main website. They got the website for the website on it, and also for the radio show, and also to be able to sync people up with this global project. You'll say, anyways, so we go out there, and we give people, we give people free hugs, and then the person who gives a hug is actually rewarded with a button and also receives an invitation to our regular open discussion meeting that we have every Friday. So needless to say, this changes people's lives. It gives them something to be excited about. It reminds them that there are people, there's hope. It gives them hope, and it reminds them that there are people out there who are also interested in this stuff. And obviously, this isn't for everyone. It is for everyone, but it's not for everyone at this moment in time. And those who are ready to find out about a paradigm shift community, who are more than likely to want to come out to one of our regular meetings, are the people who are more than likely going to be the ones who are okay with giving a stranger a free hug on a street corner. So you can see where it plays itself out. So I was really happy with how it went yesterday, and my next thing that I want to be able to do is to, I was kind of doing that as a testing because I got some ideas coming up in the future in terms of like what I want to do within London, but I want to be able to encourage you guys to think about doing some unity outreach. That's kind of the generic term that we have, just in terms of shiftivism, flash mob meditation. Think about some stuff that you can plan coming up soon for around December 21st. Some of you may remember this time last year, it was almost December 21st, 2012. And for some people, though, that was like a pretty big deal. Some of you, like, it's been 1 year already, right? And we've come a long way. And even this time last year, me and some friends did some awesome shiftivism stuff with the conscious sign holding. And again, long story short, other tactic in addition to the free hugs, we got these cool two-person signs. You hold those, you use those to target the people in cars who are passing you by. And also people on street can still read it as well, but more so for the cars. So we're going to do some stuff again for those in London. And those through London, go to the Facebook page. There's an event that we got up for it. And the second part of that, in addition to going downtown with the signs and the free hugs, is going to be a flash mob meditation that we're going to do around this Christmas tree, sort of in this mall area that we have. And again, I encourage anybody, be you a Paradigm Shift admin who is watching this video, be you anybody in general who is thinking about cool ways to literally enact with their community, to get people thinking, to be able to generate discussion, because something will happen. The only way that something won't happen is if you don't do anything. So if you simply step out there, if you throw that pebble, that rock into the water, it's going to create that ripple. And the very interesting thing about how the universe works, similar, like in the way that the free hugs things work, by me standing there at the corner of a downtown street, the universe knows that I am there, and in a non-linear sense, the universe will arrange for somebody else who would benefit from meeting me and finding out about the group. It will arrange for them in a synchronistic way for us to meet up when the time is right. And that was reaffirmed for me when I was doing free hugs the other day, because literally as soon as I pulled up my sign, within 10 seconds, I ran into this one guy, and we talked for a while, and we were talking about Bruce Lee, and he's excited about coming out to the meeting. So you sort of think in retrospect, had I been there 20 seconds later, I wouldn't have met this guy. But the fact is I did. The fact is that somehow something played out, and that's the synchronistic nature of reality. It will come down to the wire. So trust your intuition, listen to your intuition, be able to just know that putting yourself out there will make a difference. And through the tools, whether they be, if you don't have buttons, use the pamphlets for the website off the main website, and you can just use those as well. And of course, you can order buttons through the main website and use the promo code GIFT if you're getting them now, and we'll be able to throw in some bonus buttons there for you. And also with the buttons, for every 2 orders that we get of buttons between now and the next Paradigm Shift Radio, we'll give out 1 free batch of Paradigm Shift buttons. So last week we had 4 orders, so we gave out 2 free batches of Paradigm Shift buttons, Paradigm Shift buttons to people who are listening to Paradigm Shift Radio, and also those who participate in the Paradigm Shift Mindfulness games. And you can train up for the next round of the games at ParadigmShiftCentral.com/games. Mindfulness training, flash games on there. Check it out. You'll hear about it through the Paradigm Shift Radio Facebook page. So again, I encourage you to do something. Think about something that you can do within your community around December 21st. And collectively, if we can document that, make sure that you try and document it. Even if it's just photos, documenting it is very important and very useful for me, and I'll explain more why in a bit. So in addition to that, other new stuff on the website is a video inspiration station, and I'm just going to do a quick screen share to be able to show you what we got going on through the main website. And obviously through the main website, if you haven't checked it out, there's a lot of stuff on there. This is the newest episode of Paradigm Shift Radio with Kurt Hardesty. Please share that. I mean, that in itself is something I want to talk about. It's just like being able to get the episodes out there more. And what I want to show you, in addition to all this stuff, which is just all the other information, shift buttons there, Shiftivism, is the video inspiration station. Just be able to remind you guys that anybody is invited to be able to use ParadigmShiftCentral.com as a platform to share their voice. So for every person that I'm giving a button to, for every time you share the website, for every time a person listens to Paradigm Shift Radio and then go to the main website, there's a likely chance that they'll see your video if you choose to put one up there. And right now they're seeing all the awesome community videos, and like this new one, like Song of Light by Zahira, is really beautiful. Like she's just singing her song and she's giving some poetry that she wants to share, and I think it's great that we can help her be able to reach more of a global audience, and that's exactly what this website is for. It's a global platform. It's a platform for us to bring our ideas onto to be able to share with the world. So you can see a lot of the other videos there. This one here, can a small group of people make a difference in the world? That was inside of a Paradigm Shift London meeting, so if you want to see what's inside some of the meetings, check that one out. Here's our good buddy Noah, and he was downtown in Toronto doing some free hugs last week, so shout out to him. And of course we got all our admins in there and just other people who are submitting videos and a lot of inspirational stuff. So if you have video content that you feel is inspirational and educational and can be seen by even young children, then we want to be able to help you share that content. So of course go to here and then click here, like click where it says like become a content creator. And of course all the other stuff on the radio show. So there's just on the website there's the radio show there, and Site Beyond Sight episodes, more awesome stuff, text that's shaped like a spaceship, coincidentally of course. Journey to the City, which I'll get to, must-watch playlist. So I mean, this just real quick, if you're sending somebody to the website, this website is a portal to help them awaken to more paradigm shifty ideas, to help them be open to more ideas. And this must-see playlist is a really cool one. We got some like quantum reality stuff on there. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. There's like over like 50 videos already. And again, just more reason for wanting to share this website with other people. This website is a tool. It's a portal for us to help to see more of ourselves. So if you can do that, if you can like help out by sharing this either through buttoning or just by sharing it just through your social networks, please do. And yeah, so in terms of one of the ways that we can help get it out there, like the radio show, every time we do a radio, like that's the thing, I just want to remind you guys how potent this project is. It is at a very fertile point right now. Those of you who've been following this project, you know it's been happening for about 5 years, but it's been leading up to a moment like this where it's very fertile in the sense that when people are going to the website for the first time, they are getting a good impression and they're getting an easy invitation to want to be able to get involved. They're seeing a lot of awesome stuff. Again, emphasis on the videos through the video inspiration station. I think that is just such a cool idea that we are able to do that, be able to, you know, it's not just me sharing videos. This is a community. This is all of us being able to share our videos and be able to get our voice out there and to practice and to be able to encourage other people to share their voice as well. So I mean, I think you guys get the point. And just with the radio show, of course, just reminding you again, please share the radio show, share the preview of the last episode, go back, listen to other episodes. I feel that there's still a lot we can do to help bring the numbers up with the radio station. I do feel that there is room for improvement there. So let's aim to continue to do that. And of course, for the admins, please reshare the radio show, and even for anybody, reshare anything, whether the videos or the radio show, on your personal Facebook pages or groups. And that makes a huge difference. The people who are sharing videos through the Video Inspiration Station, I feel personally that they deserve to have their videos seen more than what they are currently being seen. And again, like that's not saying we are at fault for where we are, but there's definitely obvious room that we can continue to utilize this opportunity to extend our branches out and really make some awesome ripples through the power of the computer. Like every morning, I have to wake up and I have to think, what can I do to help change the world from where I am? So be it going downtown and doing free hugs, or being at my computer and either creating a video or doing something with the website to remind you guys to be able to help create a ripple. So think about that. What can you do? And sharing these videos, inviting people to the website is a very practical way, especially if people don't live where you are. They can get involved with creating a paradigm shift community where they are. And the physical side of things is so much more awesome than just the digital. Digital is exciting, like the online stuff is exciting, but the physical in addition is really, that's where the magic is. So that's what I'm trying to bring. I want to see that. I've experienced it. I want more people to be able to benefit and experience that aspect of reality themselves, where they're meeting their soul family, their soul group, who they came here to interact with at this time, so to speak, in a very literal way. So remember that you are already connected with the people in your community who you have yet to even meet yet. Just remember that. So just in terms of last things I'm going to mention, super coolness, awesome news to share with you guys. Journey to Lucidity is now on special edition DVD, and this is actually a really big deal for me. This is like my second movie that I've really put into DVD format, and you can see the cover there. So Journey to Lucidity, those of you who are already familiar with it know that this is about my journey out to California to a transformational festival that I went to and made this really cool movie that's very symbolic, has a lot of information related to paradigm shifty stuff, related to oneness, related to lucid dreaming. So you can see there's bonus content there, including advanced lucid dreaming workshop, original trailer, bonus scenes, a hidden gift, bonus gift, and yeah. Really excited to check that out. I just put up a new video, actually just standalone video of me sort of showing you what the DVD menu looks like. And a big reason why I want to be able to get this out there is because I want you guys to be able to help share this with more people. I want you to get a physical copy of this, invite people over to your house, watch it in your living room, and then talk about it or be inspired by it, or just whatever it is that comes out of doing that action. And of course, this is proven well with young children too. So I'm looking on getting it out to young children. Working on getting, even just an example, I'm going to get a copy to like my old high school teacher in her English class, so she can show it in her English class. So I want to be able to encourage people, give them the tools in the same way that buttons are tools to assist in our awakening. You know, you give someone a button, even if you just leave a button somewhere, even if you just leave a pamphlet anywhere, that makes a difference. And the, you know, synchronicity sort of does what it needs to after that. But this film, this movie, is a tool for us to be able to continue to use to help awaken others. A very, very potent tool that I'm happy to share with you. And part of what I'm going to do with it is I'm actually going to be sharing it to people who I intend to connect with. So, for example, one person who I'm going to send it to is actually going to be Alex Grey. A lot of you are familiar with Alex Grey. He's a very well-known transformational artist, visionary artist, and I want to be able to invite him to the radio show. So in addition to sending him the movie, I'm going to send him a couple buttons and a nice letter and just be like, here's a gift. I love what you do. Please feel free to get in contact with me if this is something that you would be in interest of doing. And I can do that with other people. So if you have people you feel would be good people who I could send a copy to, so to speak, you know, literally as a gift within now and Christmas or even afterwards, because I mean, we don't have to, you know, it's not a time frame. I can send this as a gift anytime. Feel free to leave a comment. Leave a comment as to people who you think I could send this video to, who you think would be able to, yeah, definitely just help strengthen that grid and potential future guests for Paradigm Shift Radio as well. I think that's a really cool thing about this. So that's that. And last thing within this video, actually just going back to an original idea and then rerouting it. One thing that I was going to mention right at the beginning, the idea in terms of intention, in terms of practically creating change in the world. I love the quote that the best way to predict the future is to create it. And an idea that I have to help create the future, and oh, I will just say that's the that right there, that's the 2013 calendar by Alex Grey. And I'm going to get the 2014 soon, so. But one thing I will say, so I have another idea for a movie that I want to be able to do. It's a project that I feel it's going to happen. I feel it's one of those things where a lot of the stuff I do, it's just in my gut. I just, like, certain things need to happen within a certain time so more things can happen, sort of thing. And this is something that I feel will happen, and I'm pretty excited about it. And basically, the movie, this is all going to be a movie, this project. It's going to be called Journey Through the Shift. And what it's going to be myself traveling through North America, through United States, and going to other locations where Paradigm Shift communities are, meeting the other admins and being able to talk with them, hang out with them, meeting the other people in the community, meeting random people, doing acts of shiftivism, documenting all of this, so like doing free hugs like across the United States and getting interviews with people like candidly on the street and getting them to just like show like how much of a difference this is actually making in people's lives, and literally just like getting testimonials and getting this ongoing story that literally would be an adventure, a journey through my travels in a linear sense. And to have this interwoven with sort of a backstory as to how this paradigm shift project began as well. So it won't just be picking off right from here. It'll be like that plus how it's been developing over the last 5 years to really create like a solid thing that we can give to people to say like, here, like check, you know, this is a really cool inspirational story. This is this project that's literally changing the world, and it's still going, it's developing, it's evolving. Like this is something that will continue to exist for quite some time. And basically, like, for all the people listening to this, let me know. I'm going to set up some proper organization in the future, but that is something we can start thinking about. And part of the idea would be to get you guys copies of the movie. So order your copy of the movie now. And what I want to do, order it through the main website, through paradigmshiftcentral.com/JTL. What I want to be able to do is get people to organize screenings of the Journey to Lucidity, the Planted Seed, where they are as potential events that I could even attend, and then afterwards we can do a Q&A, like a director's Q&A, and be able to just like make an event out of that and invite the public to. I think that would be a really cool thing. And so it'd be like kind of like a tour of the movie as well, and a tour of like awesome people and going along the way. So I'm really looking forward to that. And again, just if you want to support that, and if you want to, like, selling this is supporting the sequel for this. So you can do that, and there's the GoFundMe page at gofundme.com/journey2lucidity2. And if you just want to support myself in general, because I have to compartmentalize my space cash based on projects, I think you can understand that. So you can also donate to gofundme.com/skullbabylon, and that's like the Future Projects Fund. And a lot of you remember that from last year, and like that's where a big part of that like went into the Journey to Lucidity movie as well. So looking for a lot of encouragement and excitement to come out of these projects as we continue to create them together. So that's pretty much all I'm gonna talk about for now. Oh, and last thing on the DVD, really cool, the director's commentary. That in itself, I think, is really what makes this quite valuable. So it's sort of like getting to watch the movie and sit down, and you get to like watch it with me hanging out on your couch, and it's really neat. Like I was happy with how the director's commentary turned out. So again, I'm super excited to share that with you. And in terms of the radio show this Sunday, it's probably just going to be another Conscious Conversation Circle. I don't have a guest lined up yet. Again, if you have suggestions on guests, feel free to message through the Facebook page, and always appreciate any assistance. So yeah, again, shout out to everybody who's involved with this project. Like this is happening. This is some real stuff. Like we got a solid community here, and I'll say that again. Like it's not, popularity and success are two different things. Paradigm Shift Central is not the hugest project, but it's got a really solid core, and that's something that I'm quite satisfied with, and something that we can continue to develop from. So if you aren't already as much as you could be, please feel free to get involved more with this project. And yeah, all the information you need is on the main website. So thanks again, guys. And if you want to message me through Facebook, leave a comment on this video below. Let me know that you are engaged. That's an important thing. Communicate back with me. Let me know that you guys are just listening and doing things, and I want to hear more about what you guys are doing on your end. So think about creating a video, and when you're ready, please feel free to send it to us, and we'll be able to share it through the Video Inspiration Station through the project. So cool, guys. All right, namaste once again. The infinity within me sees, honors, and respects the infinity within you. So until next time, namaste, peace, one love. See you in the future.